Pleasant good morning to all my dear students. Welcome back to e-learning classroom. My dear students, myself Vanita once again here with your maths class. I think all of you are quite ready for your maths class. But my dear students, before starting the class, today I want to share some moral values with you. There is a great importance of moral values in our life. So I want to share such moral values. One thing here, always keep it in your mind, do something good every day. It is very necessary to do good things in our life. So all of you are tiny tots. So small things you can do. One prime purpose of our life to help others. We should always help to other persons. Many ways you can help other if they need. And if you can't help them, at least don't hurt them. Do something good to others. It will feel you better. It will feel you good too also. So now the question is, how will you help to others? So sometimes you can donate your old books. You can donate your old clothes, and sometimes you can give some food to hungry people. These all are the small things which we can adopt in our life and make our life happy. So this is the very importance to adopt such moral values for happy life. Dear students, today's topic is equivalent fraction. Now the question is, what is equivalent fraction? Equivalent fractions are the fraction that look different but have the same value. We can understand it with the help of this figure. In figure 1, 2 portion is shaded. So we have written here 2 by 3. In figure 2, 4 portions are shaded. So we have written here 4 by 6. And in the last figure, 6 portions are shaded. So we have written here 6 by 9. Now, look here. They are divided into different parts, but the shaded portion is equal in each and every figure. So you can say that in look they are different, but the value is same. So you can say 2 by 3 is equal to 4 by 6 and 4 by 6 equal to 6 by 9. They are in look they are different, but their value is same. So such fractions are equivalent fraction. In this slide, children, you have to learn the given fractions are equivalent or not. So there is a method to find out whether the given fractions are equivalent or not. If product of numerator of the first fraction and denominator of second fraction is equal to the product of numerator of the second fraction and denominator of first fraction, the two fractions are called equivalent fraction. So there is a step for it. Step first, you multiply the numerator of the first fraction by the denominator of the second fraction. Here, numerator of first fraction is 5. So write here 5 and you multiply it with the denominator of second fraction and denominator is here 3. So you multiply here 5 into 3, that is equal to 15. Now second step, multiply the numerator of second fraction by the denominator of the first fractions. So write here 1 into 15 and that is equal to 15. Now you have to check whether these two products are equal or not. If the products are equal, then the fraction is the equivalent fraction, and if the product is not same, then the fraction is not the equivalent fraction. In another way, you can say that it is non-equivalent fraction. So in this example, we are saying that the product is same. 5 into 3 is 15 and 1 into 5 is equal to 15. So we can say that 5 by 15 is equivalent fraction of 1 by 3. Both are equivalent fraction due to the same product. Dear students, in this slide, we will learn about how we will build the equivalent fraction. Suppose fraction is given here and you have to find out 2 or 3 or more than 3 equivalent fraction, then how will you get it? So there is a method for it. You multiply the numerator and denominator of the given fraction by common number except 0. Then you will get the equivalent fraction. You can say it with the help of example also. 4 by 5 is your fraction. You multiply and now you have to find out the equivalent fraction of 4 by 5. So first you multiply the numerator and denominator by 2. You keep it in your mind. Always multiply it with the same number. If you are multiplying with the same number, then you can get the equivalent fraction. So here we are finding the answer 8 by 10. Again, when you multiply the fraction by 3, numerator by 3 and denominator by 3, again you are getting the equivalent fraction 12 by 15. This is the first method. With the help of multiplication, you can get the equivalent fraction. Now, method 2, divide numerator and denominator of the given fraction by common number, but not by 0. Suppose here 4 by 8 is your fraction. You divide it with the same number, then you will get the equivalent fraction. So 4 by 8, you are dividing it by 2. So you are getting here 2 by 4. This is the equivalent fraction of 4 by 8. Again 2 by 4, it will be divided by 2 in numerator and denominator. Then you are getting 1 by 2. So 1 by 2 is also the equivalent fraction of 2 by 4. So in this way, you can get the equivalent fraction. So once again, I am going to give you the revision. In order to find equivalent fraction of higher numerator or denominator, multiply the numerator and the denominator of the given fraction by the same number, then you will get the higher order of equivalent fraction, but you will not multiply it by 0. Another, in order to find equivalent fraction of a lower numerator or denominator, then you have to divide the numerator and denominator of the given fraction by the same number except by 0. Then you will get the equivalent fraction. These are the ways to find out the equivalent fraction, either multiplication or division. If you want to get higher order of equivalent fraction, then you will have to multiply. If you want to get lower order of equivalent fraction, then you have to divide except 0. These are the process of finding out the equivalent fraction. My dear students, you can understand the equivalent fraction with the help of this figure also. Here, the chocolate bar is given and boy is cutting the chocolate bar to share his 3 friends. Suppose in first picture, you are saying that chocolate is had been divided into 2 parts. Then same chocolate is here and Sonu is getting after dividing it into 4 parts, and the third picture you are saying that it is divided into 8 parts and Mono is getting half and Sonu is getting 1 by 4 and 1 by 4, that is also equal to 2 by 4, and Renu is getting 1 by 8, 1 by 8, 1 by 8 and 1 by 8, that is equal to 4 by 8. So you can say that part is same but distribution method is different. The such type of fraction is called equivalent fraction. Now the students, you can say each chocolate bar, how much of each chocolate bar does each one get? So each one is getting half of the chocolate bar. 3 different names of that: 1 by 2, 2 by 4, 4 by 8 for the equal parts each gets. So you can say 1 by 2 is equal to 2 by 4, that is equal to 4 by 8. So the fraction which have the same value are called equivalent fraction. In another way, you can say that fraction which express the same part of a whole but have different names are called equivalent fraction. Dear students, you can see the equivalent fraction with the help of this figure also. So circle is given here. First circle, it is divided into 3 parts. Second circle divided into 6 parts and third circle divided into 9 parts. In first circle, only 1 part is shaded and in second, 2 part is shaded. Area is same, only it is shaded portion, 2 different parts is shaded. And in the last figure, area of shaded portion is same but it is divided into 3 parts. So you can say that same part of the whole is shaded. So such fractions are equivalent fraction. So 1 by 3, 2 by 6 and 3 by 9 are here equivalent fraction. Question number 3. My dear students, you have to fill the blank column. Here numerator or denominator is missing in the given fraction. And which one is missing? You have to find out the correct answer. 2 by 4 is equal to 12 by dash. It means you have to find out the higher order of equivalent fraction. So when you are multiplying 2 by 6, then it is 12. So the denominator will also be multiplied by 6 and so the missing denominator is 24. So the answer is 12 by 24. In this way, following the process, you do the following sums. My genius students. Here worksheet 1 is given and you have to do it. Your question 1. Represent the equivalent fractions 1 by 2, 2 by 4 and 4 by 8 in the given figure. So you represent it with in the figure in this circle. Next, represent the equivalent fraction 1 by 3, 2 by 6, 4 by 12. It means you have to set the figure and then you have to find out the equivalent fraction. Next, worksheet 2. Encircle the equivalent fraction in each set of fraction. Your fraction is 1 by 2 and so many fractions are given here. You check it whether which one is the equivalent fraction of 1 by 2. You have to encircle it. In first example, 2 by 4 is the equivalent of 1 by 2. So you encircle 2 by 4. 5 by 8, it is not the equivalent of 1 by 2. So you leave it. Then 6 by 12, it is the equivalent fraction of 1 by 2 because if you are multiplying 1 by 6 and denominator 2 by 6, you are getting 6 by 12 which is equal to 1 by 2. So 6 by 2, 12 is the equivalent set. So you have to circle it. In this way, you will have to find out which one is the set of this fraction and which one is not the set of the fraction. Which one is set? You encircle the fraction and then you can get it. So in this way, you have to solve the classwork. Next, question 2. Tick the equivalent fraction. Multiply it and then find out whether they are equivalent or not. Already I have discussed the process. Follow the process and then check it whether they are equivalent or not. Next, same question. Write the next 4 equivalent fractions. In first set, 1 by 3, 2 by 6, 3 by 9 is given. Now you have to find out the further equivalent fraction. So in first question, 4 by 12, 5 by 15 and 6 by 18. In this way, you can find out the equivalent fractions. So these all are about the classwork and homework. Take out your copy, follow the process and neatly you do the work. Now question number 4. Write 3 equivalent fractions for each. 1 by 7 is a fraction. You multiply it with the same number and then find out the equivalent fraction. One question I am going to explain. 1 by 7, you multiply it by 2. So 2 by 14. Again by 3, 3 by 21 and 4, 4 by 28. With the help of this multiplication process, you find out the equivalent fraction of the given questions. Solve the questions. I think all of you have understood it. Now it's your turn to do your work neatly and carefully. Now my dear student, it's your turn to do the sums. Practice set is given in this slide and you have to do it in your copy. Note down your questions in your copy and do it. In question number 1, you have to find out 3 equivalent fractions of the given number. The first question, 1 by 3. Your question is 1 by 3. So method, you multiply 1 and 3 by the same number. In other words, you can say that you have to multiply the numerator and denominator with the same number. And then you will get the equivalent fraction. So 1 into 2, 3 into 2. That is 2 by 6. 1 into 3 and 3 into 3. That is 1 by 9. And then 1 into 4, 3 into 4. That is 4 by 12. In this way, you can find out the equivalent fraction. Multiply it with the same number and then write the answer. So question A, B, C, D, E is given here and following the same process, you have to do it. The process is must show the multiplication and then write the equivalent fraction. Next question 2. Are these fractions are equivalent or not? You have to check the given fractions are equivalent or not. So already I have discussed about the process. First, you multiply the numerator of first fraction and denominator of second fraction and find out the product. Next, you multiply the numerator of second fraction and then denominator of first fraction. Again you find the product. If they are same, then they are equivalent fraction, and then you can check it whether they are equivalent or not. So this is the process of solving these sums. With the process you have to do it. No, don't escape the process. With process you have to do. It is must. Students, I think all of you can do it. So let's start your work.